Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Dread Time Stories. I'm your host, Dr. Phobia, and tonight we reopen the vault. Now, for those of you that are new to the channel and have no idea what the vault is, for a story to qualify for the vault, it must fall into one of two criteria. It has to be a story told directly to me, or a story from the dark recesses of my own mind. The best part being, I'm not going to tell you which is which. I think it would take away from the suspense. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the reason I left trucking. I was a trucker for over 10 years, and in that time, I had my share of moments that made into great stories. My truck jackknifed, I had tires blow out, and even had a near miss with a deer or two. Though the most memorable story has to be on a cold night in January of 2012. I was headed westbound on I-70 just outside of Dayton, Ohio. There's a bridge outside of a small town near Englewood that gets a little hairy this time of year, and I knew tonight would be no exception. It was all quiet except for the sound of the engine until a brake came on the CB. Breaker 19, breaker 19, does anyone have their ears on? Over. I keyed the mic and answered. You got the mongoose. Who do I have at that end? Over. This here's the mole man, the voice answered. What's your 20? Westbound on 70, just passing the 70-75 interchange, I replied. Well, mongoose, you're going to want to find another route around the bridge. There's been an accident, said the mole man. 10-4, mole man. Thanks for the break. I owe you one. I'll pay that no mind. Just pay it forward. Have a safe trip, good buddy, and I'm clear. That was the last I had heard from him. Later, I arrived at my hotel room in Richmond and turned on the news, and what I saw did nothing less than freak me out. The news was covering the wreck on the bridge. It was a single vehicle. A semi-truck had lost control. The driver was killed when the rig went over the wall into the river below. His name was Ted Sanders, but to the trucking community, he was known as the Mole Man. That was tonight's story. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for listening. Like I always say in closing, check under your bed, look in your closet, and sleep with the light on. The life you save may very well be your own. Good night, everyone.